Coach Logan said he wasn't sure if you guys were the better team tonight, but definitely felt the group found ways to win. What would you say that, this performance was like for you? How'd you like it?
I'd say that we're fortunate to win the game, but we did enough good things to capitalize on some chances, a little bit opportunistic. They had a really good first period, and we were kind of standing around a little bit again. Heart's in the right place, a little safe for my liking. Against this team, you have to stay super aggressive and super fast in D-zone coverage. They're going to throw pucks to the net and challenge you at the paint all night long, which they did. But I liked our second period a lot. I thought we were more aggressive up ice, more aggressive in the neutral zone, creating some turnovers, and we got some really nice scoring chances out of it and capitalized on them, and more aggressive in D-zone, better D-zone coverage, sorted things out quicker. We're quicker to contact, skated a little bit more physical. And then the third, obviously, they get on their push, and we're kind of sitting back waiting for something bad to happen, and it started happening. Power play, huge. I thought the special teams were really good tonight. So it's a difference maker in the hockey game, and obviously the Colton line had a great night. OC's first hat trick, which is nice to see Nate give it up, because I think he could have had a hat trick on that too. But he had 5 points. Colton has 4 assists. The hat trick, couple nice plays by Wood. Those guys were difference makers for us tonight in the right way.
You started them in this game, and it seems like we called them the Roaring 20s line, but they're really living up to that. They've been bringing so much energy, doing good things almost every time they're on there, right?
Yeah, I feel like they had a strong road trip. We missed Woody when he was out. He came back with more energy than some of our other guys. And tonight, energy shouldn't be an excuse. Like, we're out of that 3 and 4 on the road late nights. Like, we were here resting, had a little skate yesterday. So it wasn't the perfect game, but it was a big swing game for us on this road trip, tough road trip against tough opponents, and to be able to come out of it 3 and 2, and now go back. We get a little bit of a rest here before Wednesday's game, and then so it's 2 more before the break. So do everything we can possibly do to win those 2.
I've asked you about him a bunch this year, but he kind of keeps giving us a reason to. What can you say about Logan O'Connor, career high in goals in addition to the first hat trick?
Yeah, I mean, he's just super competitive, right? Like, that's what he is. His confidence is high, highly competitive, just works in all the right areas, all 3 zones. So the defending side of it has been exceptional always. But now, like, finding a little bit of a groove and going to the net and capitalizing probably on more of his opportunities. He's earning more, but then capitalizing on a higher percentage of the ones he has in the past. And that's a confidence thing. That's, trusting your ability. It's finding a fit with the line mates. And, I mean, he's been playing third line or better for us all year pretty much. And so there's some added ice time in there. But he's earned it. He's earned everything he's gotten this year.
McKinnon with a 5-point night. He's got sole possession now of the scoring lead in the NHL. He says he doesn't think about it, but there's no question the impact that he's had and a big part of this team's success on this road trip.
Well, he was. I loved his attitude tonight, like outward, like leadership on the bench for me, like super positive. Even when they had their push in the third period, like he was like encouraging guys on the bench of what we needed to do, and showed up in his play. I thought he was really vocal on the bench, and he took that to the ice. He talks early to Woody to let him know he was sneaking in behind the D off the change on his breakaway goal. Talks early to Mance coming off the bench for the drop pass on his next goal. I mean, it's like sort of the early talk and awareness, and it was exceptional, and he gets rewarded by getting 5 points. But he was dangerous with opportunity tonight.
This team was rolling when it started this road trip, and like you said, you go 3 and 2, so it is a positive. Does this feel like an extension of the way things were going for the past 6 weeks, or has there been other stuff through this trip that you want to?
I think this was it's a little dip in our play on this trip. I think part of that, in a window in the road trip was energy based. I felt like we should have started the road trip 2-0, and we didn't, but we end up 2-1. The Boston game, just like bad start, cost us. It didn't cost us tonight because we had such a good second period. And again, I think we're a little bit opportunistic, but there's lots of positives too. I think there's periods that we can pull out of these games that we really like and really fit our identity, and so it's still building in the right direction. You know, we don't love 3-2 ever, but to be able to come out of this road trip at 3-2 and knowing that hopefully we're getting some reinforcements back in the lineup maybe as early as Wednesday. You know, our guys will be positive. It's time for a break, you know, but we got 2 more big ones before the break, and I want our guys to like really dig in and fight for those 4 points, and then we'll get a little time away.
You've moved that Colton line kind of like they've gone apart, they've come back together. Like, this whole season about building towards the playoffs. Like, if you did have to start the playoffs like tomorrow, how would you feel about that line?
Yeah, I would. That would be. You know, there's other guys that come into the lineup here yet too, so you want to find a mix. But I don't mind moving away from certain lines for a little bit and trying to spread things out because it gives you a look at everything. So you know, that's what the regular season is for: figuring out exactly what works best for your team, so it's dialed in come playoff time. But that line has been really good for us when they've been together. Yeah, and they have the similar identity with all 3 players: hard driving, hard skating, physical, straight line hockey, and yeah, so I like it a lot.
Thank you, Jared.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.